Welcome back. Today we've got stories that'll make you question people's choices, relationships, and maybe your own tolerance for nonsense. Let's start with this one. It started with something small, but by the end, she realized just how much she'd been putting up with.
My boyfriend stopped washing his hair about 2 years ago. Is it gross to only wash your hair 2 times a week with straight apple cider vinegar? He's trying to fight hair loss and read somewhere that shampoo makes it worse. He refuses to use shampoo anymore, and it's been that way for 2 years. His scalp does not smell good, even after washing it. He wears hats all day, every day, and works in metal fabrication. His side of the sheets are stained, and his pillow, brand new, is already stained through the pillowcase, but that could just be because he works in metal fabrication or sweats at night. Please help me get over the fact that this grosses me out. Yes, I've told him this and he doesn't care. Or explain to me that it is cleaning his scalp hair so I can get over my discomfort and move on. Thank you in advance. Update. Hey all, thank you for all the suggestions and comments. I've read them all and digested them. Firstly, we've been through a lot together, making the solution of just leave not my first thought because I want this to work. He's a good man that has been misled by information. I think so anyway. We had a conversation the night I posted this and it didn't end well at all. He gave me the silent treatment after I brought it up and just said, I'll just shave my head over and over anytime I tried to talk to him about other options. I never said for him to shave it, but he was insisting, I'm guessing to stop it from even being a conversation. He was mad and being not nice to me at all when he did actually respond. I slept in the living room because I wanted to give him space. In the morning he was leaving for work, and he said bye, and I said, that's all you have to say to me? Then he proceeded to say some hurtful things to me that I only care about my own feelings, not his, and I don't want to help his problem, but to help myself. When he said that, I got extremely sad and upset because he should know me better than that after the length of time we've been together. I told him that if that's how you view me, then why am I even here? Because that's not how I am at all, and he knows this. I think his ego was hurt. I told him that I genuinely do not think what you are doing is helping you, nor is it healthy if your hair and scalp smells, and it's also affecting me more than I'd like. So I was hoping we could find something you are okay with that also makes me feel better about the situation. Then he left for work. That night, we talked about it again, wasn't getting anywhere as he refused to consider using shampoo. Fine, whatever. As long as it doesn't smell, I don't care what you do or use. But it got into an argument about my motive for the conversation again, and only wanting to help myself, only caring about myself, which I again explained it is about me but you as well. It's about both of us. Something you're doing is bothering me to this extent, and I'd like to try to find a compromise. He could not accept that as the truth for whatever reason, and I have always been a very honest person. At one point, I just cut him off and said, why are we even arguing about this? You need to wash your hair. It smells and it's gross, and this shouldn't even have to be more than a simple conversation. I don't care if you don't use shampoo so long as your hair doesn't stink and leave residue. What are we doing? Then we sat in silence for a while. I was fuming. After calming down, he settled on trying baking soda paste with white vinegar, as some of you had suggested, and if that doesn't work, he said he'd try a conditioner co-wash. I am okay with this solution, but we didn't get there without a lot of unnecessary arguing. I'm still pretty upset, but I'm letting him try to keep his word on what he said he'd try. If he doesn't, then I'll reevaluate. Thank you all again for your help and comments. They helped more than you think. Update. 4 months later. I broke up with him last night. I couldn't take this problem anymore along with many, many others. I deserve someone who will wash their hair and it not be a blowout fight. Thank you to everyone who commented. I'm going to focus on myself and try to have fun with my life as I haven't in 5 years. Thank you.
In the end, she didn't just wash her hands of the problem. She washed him out of her life too. Sometimes self-care means more than shampoo. Would you have stuck it out or called it quits sooner? Different house, new headache. When you say, go play outside, don't be surprised if that's exactly, literally, what happens.
Always be specific when babysitting. This happened years ago, when I was babysitting a friend's kid who's elementary school aged. We had spent most of the day inside. He watched Power Rangers for a while before playing his PlayStation. He liked to drive around in Grand Theft Auto. After about an hour, I told him he should go play outside since it was such a nice day. And then I went to the kitchen to grab us bottles of water to stay hydrated. When I came out of the kitchen, he was standing on the porch outside, looking through the screen door while still playing GTA. I told him it's not what I meant, but that he wasn't wrong and did listen, so he could keep playing. I make sure to be much more specific after that. I think I still have a pic of him I sent to his dad for proof.
He listened, just not the way she pictured. Is that clever compliance or classic kid logic? Share your funniest "they did exactly what I said" story. From literal kid logic to real-world consequences, the next story turns a friendly exchange into a clear dispute about where one property stops and the other starts. A neighborly update turned into a quiet standoff, the kind where a single boundary suddenly matters.
Am I the bleep hole for telling my neighbor if her new fence is on my property? I'm going to ask she moves it. I have historically had a good relationship with my elderly neighbor. We have always been nothing but friendly with each other. We own hillside homes in Southern California, each worth about $1 million in today's market. Last week she told me she was going to fence her yard because she doesn't like the high school kids down the street trespassing. I told go for it. All I ask is keep it on your property. This week the fence was completed. She flagged me down in my driveway today and asked me what I thought of her new fence. I was honest with my concerns and let her know the contractor installed the fence several feet to the south of the sewer grates, which I believe is several feet on my property. Per my title records, we split the easement, so I thought it should be placed on the north side of the sewer grate on her side. Fence was installed in one day and all took place while I was at work. I had no time to pause it while they were building, or I would have said something. She kind of shrugged it off and told me she doesn't think it's placed wrong. I told her due to the expensive land in our area, I would be scheduling to have a survey done to confirm the fence is properly placed. I informed her if it was off by inches, it wouldn't be a problem. But if it's discovered it's several feet on my property, I would ask it be moved. She seemed kind of surprised and irritated that I would request the fence be moved, asking if I would be willing to just live with it due to the expense. I informed her due to the small yard and expensive land in our area, I don't think that's something I would be okay with. I kindly informed her I think she should have had a survey done prior to fence placement if this was something she was concerned about. I don't think I should donate land I pay for because of her error. TLDR. Neighbor's new fence appears to be on my property. I'm getting a survey to confirm. Neighbor is upset I'm getting survey and says even if her fence is on my land, she asks I don't make her move it.
Update. Wow. I did not anticipate this one would be of any interest. Yesterday I was in contact with several survey companies. Some have sent estimates. Some said they will have one sent by Monday next week. From the two I've gotten thus far, I'm looking at about 4,000 to 5,000. Spoke to a real estate attorney who made me feel better about the situation. He advised he has seen this many times and it's a very straightforward case, especially when fresh. In a nutshell, if survey confirms it's on my property at all, then I notify neighbor it needs to move. He said in his experience it rarely has to see a courtroom. He additionally added, it should be a red flag that I don't see any underground utilities marked prior to work starting, especially because it's on a sewer easement. He added, in my city, the manhole shouldn't be fenced into her yard in the event it needs servicing. With the new fence, it's now enclosed in her yard. I will update when survey is done. Some companies are booked until January.
Next step set. Survey first, decisions after. We'll post the update as soon as it comes in. Until then, what's your call? Minor miss or clear overstep?